Just a quick announcement, it is now time for our special lottery. Please grab the tickets you were given when you were walking through the gates.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and welcome
The
to
fans have
today's
pulled out
match.
all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders, and it's very difficult to stop him once he starts leaping.
Goes for a shot! It's there!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Chelsea finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Good running, strong and purposeful.
That's good play from
He'll
him.
try from distance! Messi! Genius! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus.
Haaland! In he goes again. He's delivered all right. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't...
He's going for goal! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Chelsea with the corner, they're first. He's rising! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Now it's Diaz. That is good alertness. And it's Stoichkov. Wan-Bissaka cuts it out. Chelsea have hit a quick-fire double here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Pepe gets across to intercept that. And here's Haaland. He's having a pop! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Totti. Haaland. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's managed to get free.
That was lovely, that.
Diaz. Drogba is always scanning the pitch for targets. Totti running with intent. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been Annie Van Basten. And the shot! And a neat finish! It's level again! What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Quite a game this, all square again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Cannavaro cuts out the pass, knocks it into space, and into the grateful arms of the keeper. And here's Drogba. Messi tries a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Hazard, very much a man of this moment. Spread it left. 30 minutes gone. And this is Van Basten. That is good strength. Deftly away. And he's there to retrieve it. Pedri. Pepe. Totti. Drogba. And now the breakaway. Haaland. No way through. Adams. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Van Basten. This is a promising build-up. Wan-Bissaka calmly anticipates. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Good play through for the wide man. Drogba going after that. Engages and forces him off the ball. Spread out to the left. Messi looking understandably energised after his goal. Now it's Van Basten. And here's Stoichkov. Oh, nicely intercepted. Pass somewhat off target. Stoichkov.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Rijkaard running with the ball. Now he's got space here. Nice interception, well timed.
There will be 3 minutes
Now it's Van Basten. Aims beyond the defence. Yamal does well to get it back. Now, can they get him away? Now there's a fine ball. Chance for a shot! There it is! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And now he has two. Palestine. He's had a shot! And he hits the net. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Oh, he did so well too, Peter. That was really clever.
The goal scorer, number 22.
And that is indeed the final act. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
And we'd like to inform you now that the latest travel information is currently being displayed on the screen.
So right back into the action.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And this is Van Basten. Yamal in acres of space out wide. Well read, and the danger is averted. Totti. Now it's Drogba. So what can they make of this? Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Hazard. And it's Totti. Pass is just off target. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
It's Drogba! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Drogba actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he plays one through. And he is deft. And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Palestine clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He has found the way through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Now it's Messi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's gone forward. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Van Basten is flagged offside. Works it forward. Oh, it's Van Basten. Well, that looks a decent ball. Offside again. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Now it's Messi. Goes for goal! That's going wide left. And they are prompt with their pressing. O'Reilly. And he's heaved it away. Referee's given a throw. And the pass is intercepted. That's really well manoeuvred. Driving forward. Looking to play him in. Haaland! Oh, how good is he? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And a really good game is threatening to break out here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back. Palestine surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Roberto Carlos gets over and intercepts. Now it's Diaz. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous! Drogba. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's picked his way through. Shoots! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, good effort! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Shot could be on. Palestine needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
No, it's come to nothing.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Tries to play it through.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
That's a corner kick. Palestine have their second corner now.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Pedri does really well to win the ball there. And here's Van Basten. And the through ball. Diaz. Oh, sweet feet. O'Reilly. Now it's Diaz. That is lovely. Now it's Diaz. And that is that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. We're up and running then. Well, it's clear what the manager wants here. His aim is to dominate in the wide areas, isn't it?
Yeah, I suspect that the wide men have been instructed to combine with the two forwards playing off the central striker, providing support or rotating with them while being the main suppliers of crosses. This is all about end product.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. And it's Messi. He's looking wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And it's played, and a header! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now that's well seen too. Roberto Carlos, Messi, Bellingham. Now it's Haaland, and it's Lahm. And this is Messi. And he's forced to go back. Messi. Oh, some tackle that. Oh, it's come loose. Roberto Carlos.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Lahm. Might be Dave, takes a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Can he get it through? It's a goal kick. Neymar, closer. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Now then, the ball's come loose. Closer has the space to scheme. Oh, this looks sharp. Chance here to counter. And he plays one through. Upamecano.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he's intervened well there. Desailly, very much a man of this moment. That looks a cracking ball. He has found a way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's played through for him. Lloris claims comfortably. Pepe. Closer.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bellingham. Neymar. Now it's Haaland. And the through ball. Not the most convincing of passes. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Roberto Carlos. And this is closer. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Drogba. Maldini. To Cristiano Ronaldo. No luck with that dink over the top. Vieira. Bellingham.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Manchester United claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Neymar. Threads one in. Chance! Oh, it's come loose. In he goes again. And that's a tidy finish. And this is getting better and better. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
So that's two now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now.
There will be 1
If
minute
they want
at
to
a
kill off
time.
this game, now's the time to get it done.
And here's Haaland. And that could set him on his way. And he's heaved it away. And the referee says that is that for the first half.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So straight into the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Could be danger here. He's having a shot! And there's a goal. Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Chelsea cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Deftly away. And that's a good... Can he finish? Roberto Carlos. Short changes him with that pass. And here's Neymar. And here's Haaland. And he's found the way. And the finish! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. Shapes to shoot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He's on it, can he get away? Bellingham!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Marcelo. He's a sharp little ball here. And that was very necessary. Maldini. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Oh, it's come off the upright. And it's Marcelo. And a chance! He has hit that forcefully.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Roberto Carlos. Bellingham. Now it's Neymar. And it's made its way to him. Now that looks a decent ball. Plays it across. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
And here's Drogba.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's well spotted. Messi. Oh, they could break here. Bellingham. And it's Neymar. Lahm. Vieira. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham! And he's stuck it away! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it. Manchester United now in a position far more desirable.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Lahm. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's closer. Marcelo providing an outlet on that flank. Chance to shoot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Well, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
Number 8, Marcelo.
And yes, it's him again.
Marcelo.
Manchester United visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Closer. And he's quick to snatch it back. Closer. Now it's Bellingham. Messi. Now it's Messi. He's found a way through. Bellingham, the man synonymous with solidity. Upamecano. Lahm. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Roberto Carlos.
There will be 3
Drogba.
minutes added time.
It's Drogba! Oh, crossbar! Oh, it's gone in!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count. Listen, Judge, surely! It's a goal! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass.
And that will be the final act. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so...